Good day, I'm Theodore Henry and this is your JIS News for Thursday, November 20, 2025. A National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority, NARA, has been established with special powers to lead, coordinate, fast-track, and oversee the post-Hurricane Melissa reconstruction phase. The authority is a statutory body that will report directly to the Office of the Prime Minister. It will have special powers to accelerate planning approvals, procurement, and public investment and implementation, as well as reducing delays for priority reconstruction projects in designated special reconstruction areas. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness updated the nation on the development during a press briefing on Wednesday.
The NARA will focus on building back better, safer homes, climate-resilient infrastructure, better land use planning, relocation from high-risk zones, and taking the opportunity to introduce new industries and new businesses to areas that previously had no economic base. The NARA will be much larger in scope, obviously, and scale, and established under special purpose legislation. Given the extraordinary powers that will be sought to expedite reconstruction, the NARA will be set up with a sunset date of 5 years, renewable by Parliament.
Prime Minister Holness says the work will begin with immediate funds of approximately $1.15 billion from the National Natural Disaster Recovery Fund, NNDRF. He says approximately $650 million is accessible from the NNDRF. This includes money from Jamaica's catastrophe bond, policies with the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Facility, and various credit contingent claims with the IDB and World Bank.
It is likely that the government of Jamaica will have to borrow to finance reconstruction beyond what will be available in our NNDRF. We have immediate access to approximately, and please note I use the word approximately, $500 million from the IMF's Rapid Financing Facility, the RFI. The RFI facility does not come with policy conditionality.
Dr. Holness says administrative expenditure for the newly established National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority will be financed from the national budget. The National Housing Trust, NHT, is now accepting applications for a series of disaster relief initiatives implemented to support contributors and mortgagors whose homes and livelihoods were affected by the passage of Hurricane Melissa. The initiatives include the Hurricane Relief Loan, the Special Disaster Grant, and a moratorium on mortgage payments. Together, they form a comprehensive framework to ease the financial burden faced by families as they begin rebuilding. Through the Hurricane Relief Loan Facility, NHT contributors and current and former mortgagors may access up to $3.5 million at an interest rate of 2% to do home repairs or improvements. Contributors may also apply for a loan on behalf of an immediate family member whose home was damaged. There is a 6-month repayment moratorium. For the Special Disaster Grant, contributors and mortgagors who can demonstrate significant need will be able to apply for up to $500,000. This money may also be used to supplement the Hurricane Relief Loan, cover the 2% insurance excess, or provide support where insurance coverage is insufficient. Priority consideration will be given to contributors unable to afford a loan, those who can only finance part of the repairs, persons assisting immediate family members, or pensioners whose homes or solar systems financed under the NHT's Smart Energy Grant were damaged. Consideration will also be given to former contributors willing to regularize their contribution status. The NHT is also offering an automatic 6-month moratorium to mortgages in the 7 most adversely affected parishes, namely Manchester, St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, Hanover, St. James, Trelawney, and St. Anne. The moratorium allows for a temporary suspension of all or part of the required monthly mortgage payments. Mortgagors in all other parishes who are experiencing hardship or income disruption due to the hurricane may also apply for a moratorium of up to 6 months. Applications close January 31, 2026 and will be evaluated on a case-by-case basis. In addition to the disaster relief initiatives, the NHT has activated its comprehensive homeowners insurance arrangements. Mortgagors whose properties were damaged by Hurricane Melissa are encouraged to submit peril insurance claims at any NHT branch office by January 15, 2026. Submissions must include a completed peril insurance claim form, an estimate of the damage, photographs of the damage, and valid identification. More information on the various disaster relief initiatives being offered by the NHT can be found on the agency's website, nht.gov.jm/recover. The Ministry of Agriculture, through its Research and Development Division, has handed over 450 pounds of vegetable seeds to the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA, for distribution to farmers free of charge. The handover took place on Wednesday and forms part of the Ministry's immediate recovery response to Hurricane Melissa's devastating impact on Jamaica's agriculture sector. The seed donation includes pumpkin, cowpeas, corn, sorrel, and West Indies red pepper, and included untreated seeds to benefit the organic farming sector. These will be distributed across all 13 RADA parish offices, as well as the Jamaica Agricultural Society, JIS. Priority will be given to the parishes most affected by the hurricane. Over 400 farmers are expected to benefit, with approximately 160 acres targeted for cultivation. The National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, is doing assessments to determine how it can help members of the Bluefields Bay Fishermen's Friendly Society in Westmoreland get back on their feet post-Hurricane Melissa. The society is a close partner in NEPA's work to address environmental matters on that side of the island. Representatives from the agency visited the group on Tuesday to begin assessing how they can assist with their recovery efforts.
Bluefields area was severely impacted along with Black River and along all that coastline. So we want to come and make contact because, we were out of touch with a lot of our partners here. The facilities aside, we are looking more at the humanitarian aspect of it because, lives are just completely disrupted. The work, the partnership that they have with us, they can't do it if they themselves are not in a state to be able to offer that job. So we are now trying to assess their situation and see how we can offer meaningful assistance.
In the meantime, a team from the National Fisheries Authority donated food items, drinking water, mosquito nets and blankets to the group to aid in their relief process.
A lot of them have been displaced. A lot have not been going out to sea. A lot of boats have been damaged on this beach. And so also a lot of houses have been damaged. Persons are out of work. So just for immediate relief, to aid in their supply of food for themselves and for their household.
The Electoral Office of Jamaica EOJ has suspended the fee for registered electors to replace their voter ID card. This temporary measure is intended to ease the burden on citizens whose ID cards may have been lost or damaged during the hurricane. Director of Elections Glasspool Brown says the EOJ has taken the decision as it recognizes the importance of replacing critical identification documents at this time. EOJ constituency offices in several of the most affected parishes are operating with reduced opening hours due to lack of connectivity and other utilities. As a result, offices in Manchester, St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, Hanover, St. James, and Trelawney are only open Mondays to Fridays from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. The EOJ offices in Black River, St. Elizabeth, and Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland are temporarily closed due to infrastructural damage from the Category 5 storm. Electors who require services in these areas are urged to visit any of the other EOJ constituency offices. A list of offices may be found on the EOJ's website or by contacting the head office at 876-922-0425-9. The Jamaica Defence Force JDF Coast Guard has seized 990.71 pounds of cocaine with an estimated street value of 3.7 billion Jamaican dollars. The seizure resulted from a successful joint counter-narcotics operation offshore Jamaica on Wednesday. The 1st District Jamaica Defence Force Coast Guard was reportedly conducting routine patrols south of Jamaica when it pursued and intercepted a vessel believed to be transporting illicit narcotics. During the chase, persons on board the suspected vessel threw multiple packages overboard, which were swiftly recovered by the JDF Coast Guard boarding team. The contraband was secured and transported to the 1st District JDF Coast Guard base, where it was handed over to the narcotics police for processing. And finally, the Ministry of Labour and Social Security has called an urgent meeting with the management of the Bahia Principe Grand Jamaica and Bahia Principe Luxury Runaway Bay hotels amid reports of a redundancy exercise at the properties. The move comes after the company announced that the Grand Jamaica Hotel would remain closed until December 1, 2026. This is 1 year beyond the original timeline. The management of the properties say the change is a result of extensive damage from Hurricane Melissa and reconstruction delays. As part of its mandate to uphold stable labor relations, the ministry says it has formally written to the hotel's management, inviting them and their representatives to a conciliatory meeting on Monday. Talks are expected to focus on the union's concerns, the way forward, and measures that could lessen any negative impact on workers. The ministry is urging the public to avoid drawing conclusions until the discussions are completed. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.